Good morning, happy Monday. It is planting day. Dad is out there fueling up the planting tractor and getting it ready, which it basically is. Anyway, I just came in here to get the iPad and the FieldView pup because those need to go with me too. And now I need to go, we put the seed in the tinder, or I did the other day, but we weren't sure yet how much talc we were gonna use, so got that figured out. So I need to go add the talc to that. Yeah, and then hopefully we'll be on our way. Got Pops filling the planter. I'm working on making sure that the monitors are all set up right, which they should be, but making sure you get the seed in there good. Alright, so we got started, but everything's looking good. It's still a little wet though, because it's only, what time is it? Oh, it is 10:15. But just going to let it dry a little bit more. So shutting the backs off, letting them go down. Yeah. So just gonna give it a little bit longer before I really start rolling in this field. Okay, well we are back going. It is an hour later. So just gave that ground a little bit more time to dry out. It is looking better now. Yeah, I just went back to the shop. We did realize we had a line bust on the forklift, so my mom is running down to Coldwell to get a new line for that because it was the LP line, so that would be no good if like that caused an explosion or something. So can't run the forklift until it's back with that line. My dad went and sprayed a field, the last field needed to spray. I ran and picked up the sweet corn from fertilizer plant, and yeah, just have to get everything turned back on here. It looked like the planter was planting like good depth, good down pressure, all of that, so yeah. Okay, we got that first pass done. That's always the most nerve-wracking. I did have some issues when I restarted it. When I came back, like the line wasn't in quite the same spot, so had some issues with that. Plus the neighbor like planted way off of his line, so like that threw me for a loop too. It always does. But things are going good now. I also had an issue. It's like started saying row 19 wasn't planting, but it was. Like I don't know if like just in the time where I stopped the planter and like the problem worked itself out. Because when I went back there, I couldn't see anything wrong. Got going again and it was fine. So fingers crossed that was just a fluke. But yeah. Alright, finally got enough acres in the ground to go ahead and put that last box of this seed in the planter. That way you can go ahead and move on to the next number in the tinder. I think I might have to lower the planter a little bit more. I thought it was lower than that. Well, it is really windy out today. The wind blew my camera phone over while I was filling up the planter, so have more than enough seed to finish this 80. So I'm over halfway done. I've got 50 acres in the ground, so I'm over halfway across the field, and then I have to finish my end row. So fun. But so far it is going well. Yes. Need to turn. All right, that's a better angle, but it is going well so far. Planting well. Yeah, planting well. Stopped a couple times to check it. My dad has also, he and AJ came up to get the seed tender. They got here right as I was finishing up filling that. So I think he checked a couple spots too. So definitely planting really well. It's always a good thing. Yeah, and then Bill has moved on to the next field. I'm in Harness East, and he is working Harness West right now. So as soon as I get done in this field, I am headed west. Alright, just deadheading back to the other end of the field. We have this last pass, so where the yellow line is. On the left here, that is going to be one full pass around the edge of the field. So that's marked off. That'll be a separate line. But I want to end up in the southeast corner. So just deadheading down, so when I do my down and back, like I end up back there. And I'm not driving over a bunch of stuff that's already planted and just like pounding it into the ground. Okay, it might be easier now that I'm actually planting this outside edge to see what I mean. So when I left this, had the section control set, so I left like one round around the outside. So that way it's just like a perfect down and back. And that is a wrap on the first field of the year. The first 80 is done. Time to get these vacs turned off and fold her up and move on to the next one. Alright, I already needed more seed. Of course, like my dad and AJ just came and dropped off a tender here at the field, and my dad was like, how long do you need it? And I was like, oh, it's gonna still be a little bit. Like, no, I got the notification. Like, there's one box is empty, the other one's not, and I don't have a bucket to even them out, but it's the same maturity seed, so I'm not that worried about it. But I was like, of course, I got to do it by myself, which actually it's kind of easier just to do by myself anyway. But yeah, I literally realized it as they were driving down the road, but oh well. Okay, got her loaded. It's still too windy for my phone to sit outside. It just kept blowing over. Got her loaded. Haven't switched the variety yet in the monitor just because there was still some left in it. They're the same maturity, but not the same variety. So I'm just gonna wait till I get to the end of the field to change that on field view and in the deer monitor. Yeah, I'm gonna go one more round after this and then go ahead and plant all my ends. Bill is done working his field, he's out of it. That way I have all of those done before the sun starting to goes down. I guess it is 6:30. And then Sam just called, so I think he's gonna come out and ride. Sam just left. He rode for a while. but I have 20 acres left in this field. I planted around all my ends, and then I actually started from the west side, moving over that way. Like I can get out of the field at the other end, because there's no way out from this far west end. So you would just have to drive across everything that you just planted, which kind of defeats the purpose. So yeah, doing it that way. But yeah, things are still working the way they should. I'm sure that's gonna jinx it. But anyway, sorry, I got a text message. Not sure what the plan is tomorrow yet. We're kind of waiting to see what it does. It's supposed to rain tomorrow afternoon, so I mean, if it still looks like a chance for heavy rain in the afternoon, I'm not sure that we're gonna do anything in the morning, just because, you know, if I can't get a field done and we get rained out for several days, like, it's just not worth it to rush all of that. Just finishing up the last pass of this field, so close to being done. I mean, I feel like we didn't really get a good start till like around noon, by the time things dried off and really got going. But we're still gonna end the night with 173 acres in the ground, so I'm gonna take it. First day of planting with no major issues, and as far as I know, things went smoothly. I'm not sure about everyone else, but as for me and the planter, but yeah, it's only 9:15, so it's not that late, but I'm tired, I'm ready for bed. Yeah, almost done for the day, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and take it back into the shop, and then hopefully we'll know first thing in the morning what we should expect weather-wise for tomorrow, but we will see. And back at the shop. Well, pulling out of the shop at, I guess it's just a little after 10, so not a bad day. Still not sure. We're gonna go ahead and work ground in the morning probably, but not quite sure that it's gonna get planted tomorrow, depending on what the rain does. But I'm ready to just go home and go to bed, so yeah, can't complain. It was a great first day, and everything went great with the planter. Everything went great, like, back at the shop, like, getting things organized and stuff, so that almost never happens. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully planting season continues to get better from here.